Practice standing before you try to grab a sword. Ain't gonna do no good. You got a sword and you laying on your side. Stand first. Stand. Then he said once you battle, once you got all that stuff on, then stand again. Have to practice standing. Stand. Stand. Lock your feet in. Stand. Stand. Jorge said something so powerful. He said, don't go with the current. If you're the rock in the current got to adjust and go around you. You don't have to go with the flow of what's going on. A lot of time we think a spiritual warfare church is a church that people just fight the devil all the time, man. But where's the victory at? You ain't even looking for the victory. We just want to fight. If you're a true, that's what he was showing me the other night. If you're a true church that handles spiritual warfare, there should be times of victory. There should be times of joy. There should be times of celebration. There should be times that you brought the spoils back. Let's look at what we brought. If you're just fighting and nothing is coming into your spoil closet, you ain't winning. Spoil should be showing up. Something should be different after some of these wars, man. Manifesting the kingdom is not going to be a pretty thing all the time, but it should be a pretty thing some of the time. Yeah. You're going to see a demon coming out isn't pretty when he comes out, but the person looks so beautiful when he's out. There should be a celebration somewhere, man. Today we had a lot of food back there. Y'all still put a lot of y'all to sleep today. Yeah, you went home and you cuddled up real good. Huh? So what I ended up doing, I was telling them, what I like to do, I was just saying, well, we're going to pay for it. We're gonna get all the food and we're going to pay. And then it hit me the other day. It's like, dude, take your hand off of that. Take your hand off of that. So I was with y'all that week and I told Sarah, announce it that we're going to open it up for everybody to cook. And I said, what did they say? She said, everybody was smiling. I said, God dog it, I've been messing this stuff up so bad. Because my thing is, I don't want you to do too much. I got it. That's that stuff. I'm letting that go, y'all. I'm telling y'all now. Don't be saying you want to help, and then when I call you looking crazy, because it's about to go down. Because I don't know how to cook crawfish. Somebody got to do that. We see the vision. You understand what I'm saying? And from me to you as a leader, I'm apologizing openly. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've always not wanted to work other people. Now, I've read Ephesians slowly this time. I think sometimes I read it too fast. Or I may have focused on the wrong part. Really Ephesians 4 and 11. I might have read that too quick. You know what I'm saying, Crystal? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on. You don't know. That's my little people there, man. We've been kicking it since junior high school, man. We've been kicking it since junior high school. Ephesians 4 and 11. It was he who gave some apostles, some to be prophets, some to be evangelists, and some to be pastors and teachers. Verse 12, to prepare God's people for works. For works of service, so that the body of Christ may be built up. 13. Until we all reach in the knowledge of and become attaining to the whole measure of, we will not get to that point until the saints begin to work the service. We've made people comfortable with being lazy. Not everybody's lazy. Sometimes on our end as leaders, we haven't instructed. We like to blame the people. They don't want to do nothing. No, you haven't told them nothing. Guilty, man, because I don't want to put anybody in any stress, and I'll take it all, and I'll do it. What it is, what's happening? He's been showing this to me, y'all, and I'm just being transparent, like again. If it fails, I can handle the heat. That's how I'm wired. If it doesn't work, I'd rather be the one to take the fall for it. So I'd rather do the work. God has made it very clear to me. He said, dude, there are droves of people. Go back to verse 12. Uh-oh, the pointer ain't gone. Back to verse 12. To prepare God's people. That's where he stopped me. Now is your season to prepare God's people. To prepare God's people. Then once you prepare them, then the works of service will happen easily. You understand? Now what is the goal? To all of us come into the unity of the faith. And the knowledge of God. So what am I supposed to be teaching and training on is getting people to the knowledge Go to verse 13. Until we all reach the unity in the faith and the knowledge of the Son of God and become mature, attaining the whole measure of the fullness of Christ. One thing I keep looking at in that scripture is he sets things in, and then he allows the leader to set things in. I told the congregation a few months ago that I didn't know what I was doing. And so when I started reaching out, when I decided, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing, it became clear to me I didn't know what I was doing. People came. I love when, who quoted, you know what that quote is when the student is prepared? You remember who that is? It says, when the student is prepared, the teacher will show up. Yeah, when the student is ready, the teacher will show up. When the student is ready. And now we got to see ourselves as students in order for teachers to show up. You all right? Sure, appreciate it. See that? I forgot about it. There you go. Put it on. Oh, no, that's not good. What my mama doing over there? I ain't gonna look. I heard her voice. Look at that face. She in something. Oh, that woman into something all the time. Until we all reach unity. Shout unity. And it tells us what to reach unity in the. It didn't just say go to unity. Unity. And I believe we're lacking that. Knowledge of the Son of God. We think about the knowledge of the Son of God, unity in the faith and the knowledge of the Son of God. And what the Lord began to show me is that, Ladell, I'm not just asking you to know about my son. Christians are satisfied with knowing about Jesus. I want you to have the knowledge he has. I want you to have the knowledge that he has, the knowledge that he walked in on this earth. I want you to walk. I don't want you to know about him. Have the same knowledge he's had. You're a son, he's a son. Why? I didn't set this up for him to know more than you. I set this up. He said it. You're supposed to be doing the same things. That means you're supposed to know what I know. If I leave you in charge of changing oil, you should know what I know. I didn't leave you here to learn about me. Learn of me, and then do what I do. How does he handle sickness? How does he handle leadership? How did he handle enemies? What did he do? When I saw that for years, the knowledge of the Son of God, you was going to learn everything about Jesus. Go learn what he knows. Learn what he knows. You can only mimic when you know what they know. We have a little dude there now at the oil shop. He's a new guy. He's in the office a lot. So I'm under the bottom. I like being out the way. I go down that pit and stay all day. I just lean on the stairs down there, brother. Send another one. When another one come, let me know. I don't got to come up and talk to nobody. I just stay down here in the pit. So every now and then I holler, we got another one coming in. So I open up my grades, and there's the oil pan, and there's the thing. So that one day I brought him down. I said, man, come down here. I want to show you what it looked like under here. So I'm down there under the cars, and all the cars are different. So I'm down there. I said, man, he said he changed oil before. Yeah. Okay, I said, well, since you changed oil, I'm going to test you on what you said you know. Because I was trying to tell him. He was, oh, yeah, I've changed oil before. Look, man, you changed oil on your car. Get it? You only change oil on your car. You know where your drain plug is. You know where your filter is. No, it's all the same. It really is? Okay, we'll come down here. Look. The car had a skid plate on it. Y'all know what a skid plate is? Skid plate covers everything. You can't see nothing. Well, he comes down. This is what the little dude told me. Oh, this one doesn't have an oil pan. I said, so this car doesn't need an oil change? It probably does. No, it does. It's here. So where would it? I said, no, you changed oil before, right? Yes, I have on my. Exactly. That's what I was trying to tell you. You changed oil on your car. So I told him, I said, get the wrench. And so he started to take the skid plate off. Oh, I've heard y'all talk about skid plates. Oh, now it's coming up. You've heard conversation, but you still didn't know. And since you didn't know, you disregarded it. You didn't take it in. You didn't really take it in that there's something called a skid plate. Because he wasn't being trained in that area. Hear me, I'm telling you, he wasn't focusing on it because he wasn't being trained in that area. He would hear it, but he didn't take it in. So when he got faced with it, he didn't know what to do. So I started showing him how to take off the thing and take off the thing. So he took it off. Oh, there's the oil pan right there. I said, yeah. But what if I wasn't here? You would have thought, there is no oil pan. Dude, every car has an oil pan. But it may be in a different place than you're used to. So the only way we're going to come into the unity, watch this, into the unity is by us all knowing what he knows. It's not me trying to convince you that I know him more than you know him and you know him more than I know him. It's about us all knowing what he knows. We getting it? I believe that's what's been happening, that you be getting hit from every angle about the kingdom that you can think of. Please don't sit here and just throw those notes away or put them to the side or use it to put your coffee on tomorrow and get stains all on it. Handle that preciously. God met us here this week. He went into things that I don't even know. I thought he didn't even know. Then you think God didn't know some stuff, didn't he? And he showed us, I know everything that you're going through and what's happening. So we got down there and we changed the oil, and I stood back and I watched him. Because changing oil is very, very easy. If you haven't done it, you would think, oh my God, that big old car is a plug and a filter. That's about it. So that's what really just trips me out. People, I got my oil changed, now dude, we don't touch all that. All we do is touch a bolt and a filter. If your windshield wiper fell off, that ain't got nothing to do with your oil change. You understand what I'm saying? Well, that's what people, they panic. You know, like, oh, I was came and then my tires start wobbling. That ain't got nothing to do with oil change. You understand what I'm saying? But they don't have the. So when you don't have knowledge, it automatically kicks in a fear. A fear comes in. If my tire starts to wiggle after the oil change, I don't think about the oil change. I think about the tire because I have the. Come on, y'all. We think it's the devil. A lot of time it ain't the devil. You're a son now, so you're going to fight different battles. So finally with the little dude, he did it. The oil was draining. I told him, this is what I tried to tell him. He wouldn't listen. Tried to tell him. I said, look, dude, the oil comes out forceful. It don't just trickle out. When it first come out, it's coming out, brother. And it's hot because we do quick lube, so we coming right off the road. A lot of places won't even touch them until they cool down. That's why we're different, because you can come right off the road, pull right in, and we'll put gloves and sleeves or whatever to get it out of there hot. Because the hotter it is, the faster to come out. So that's why we're able to do it fast. So he pulls the thing off, and I'm telling him, boy, get out of the way. I'm trying to tell him, stand over here. I'm telling him literally where to stand. Come around to the stand. I'm tall enough. He's a tall dude. I'm tall enough to reach. Boy, get out of the way. Move your rags out of the thing, because if anything oil hits, it's going to go a lot of different ways. So he didn't listen. So you know what I did? Because obviously you know more than me. Somehow, kind of way, you know more. Hit the rag. All is hot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's very hot. And he's not an excited kind of guy. He's real laid back. That moment, oh, he was wired up. So I'm looking at him, and I gave him a rag. He's wiping it off. I mean, you're going to just wipe it. You're going to get some water and everything, wipe it off. So he goes and clean up, and I look, he's back in the office, sitting behind the desk thing. So I'm like, you good? Yes, sir, I'm good, Mr. Liddell. Do you want to stay in the office? Yes, sir. Really, to me, the office is harder because you deal with so many different things. Every car rolling, you're going to do the same thing. If you handle the oil, you're going to do the same thing, but you have to get the. Believers don't want to get knowledge. We want to get feelings, sensations, little things make us feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, I don't want to do it anymore. But if I get the knowledge, if it doesn't feel good, I'll know how to stand. Even when it doesn't feel good. So Sarah and I have been talking, and she's like, you know what, I want to I want to get remarried. I say, what happened? It didn't go right the first time. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And honestly, it didn't. Y'all don't like to hear that part, do you? It didn't. It wasn't rolling right. So she told me, said, we're going to renew our vow because we came through some things. And thank God, man, these people willing to stay on the phone 4 or 5 hours in a row to listen in different days. And I said, you know what? Now that I'm getting I want to try this again. I want to do it right this time. I want this to be correct this time. Don't be afraid to go do it again. So what happens when they say you fall off of a horse that's bucking? Get back on it. Because if you don't, you'll never get on another one. Don't stop until we reach. Until we reach. I'm not stopping. Shout it, I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep being a husband every time I fall on my face. You're going to keep being a daddy every time you fall on your face. You're going to keep being a daughter. You're going to keep being a wife. Every time you fall on your face, you're going to keep going and you're going to get more knowledge of it. You're going to get more knowledge of it. You're going to get more knowledge of it. Do you hear what I'm saying? Until you reach. So even with that, what's so beautiful about it, when he tells the apostles you're going to get the people, you're going to teach them how to serve, and then I'm giving you a point to when you know they're mature, when you reach that point. Until then, keep going. Till we reach unity in the faith. I mean, you'll hear what I'm saying tonight, man. He's growing us up into the full measure of Christ. I need to know what he knows. It's not enough to know of him. I need to know what he knows. It was a guy in New Orleans. How many of y'all heard of Master P? Master P, a lot of older people. A lot of y'all older folks know of him. Master P was an artist from New Orleans. He went to Universal Records and changed the whole game of how they paid artists because he went and got knowledge. So what they were doing was taking artists' music and doing what they wanted to do with it, getting all the you create the music and then they take your rights, give you an upfront check, and then now you getting a penny off of your own CD because we got to pay for this, we got to pay for that, we got to do this. So they say we give you a big $1 million advance. They don't tell you it's a loan. So what he did, he was sitting there and they offered him $5 million to sign with them. And he was sitting at the thing and he had his brother with him. And his brother was like, P, let's sign. Let's sign. Like, nah, if they want to sign me for $5 million, I must be worth $50 million. He left the $5 million on the table and left. He knew there's something to this game they're not telling us. Oh, you better hear me. They gave him, you heard me do something one time, you ready to give me $5 million? What am I really worth? For you to hand that over in 10 minutes. So they got back on the plane. He said his brother argued all the way back to New Orleans. Man, that was stupid. We going back to the projects. We could have been. He like, look, I need to get what he did, he went and looked up who was the highest and the best paid artist in music. It was Michael Jackson. He didn't go to Michael Jackson. He went and found Michael Jackson's lawyer. His lawyer told him, hey, if you want to meet with me for 1 hour, it's $25,000. What did he do? He went and met with him. You know how much money that man has made now because he changed the whole system? He sold over 75 million copies of music. And back then, CDs was $18 and $19 per copy. And he did it independently because he went. You know why you play the plumber? Because you don't know how to do it. You're paying for. You know why you pay the mechanic? He knows something you don't know. You know why we keep paying Satan? We lack knowledge of. Jesus never paid Satan nothing. Until we get this, the knowledge and know what he knows, we'll continue to pay the enemy. Please hear what I'm saying. So anything I want to know, I got to go to the word on it. Because the word is what's going to give me profit. In Isaiah 48, I'm going to stand on this for our businesses. I just shift this scripture to lead our businesses. It's the Lord your God who teaches you how to profit. Profit. That's somewhere in the knowledge of the Son. You get it? So why would I go to, don't throw no rocks at me. But we'll spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to business school. But we won't go to Isaiah 48 and 17 and put a demand on that. Teach me how to profit. I ain't got time to go sit in class right now. I just don't. You understand what I'm saying? How many just got time to go get a bachelor's degree right now, just off the cuff? You don't. Isaiah 48:17 says, he is the Lord God that teaches me how to profit. There's so many levels of the knowledge of, okay, all right. Go to King James. Yeah. I am the Lord thy God, which teacheth thee to profit, which leadeth thee by the way that thou shouldst go. I am him. Whatever you put God out of, you're going to pay a bigger price for it. You might can get it, but you're going to pay a bigger price for it. We got to get the knowledge. And I think this week we've been flooded with knowledge. We've been getting revelation on the spot. God has been giving words of tongues and interpretation. He's been trying to get whatever he can into the eyes, into the ears, into the mouths of his people. And Lord, we don't take that lightly at all, and we thank you for it. We thank you for the prophets that you sent, the pastors that you sent, the people of God that you sent, the saints that you sent. We thank you for it. You never overlook your people. And Father, we thank you for it. In Jesus' name. I want you to sit and just listen to this song and meditate on this song. And then after that, Brother Marty Gabler will come to you